back on right. Here's Rodrygo! A fine finish from Rodrygo Goes.
Rodrygo wants it back again for a second time. Might get it back for a second time. It's a great Real Madrid goal.
Con el balón ahora Rodrygo, sigue Rodrygo.
¡Oh, qué croqueta! Rodrygo!
Qué golazo acaba de hacer.
When it comes to football, most Brazilian players have always stood out. But what many people don't understand is that as easy as it is for a Brazilian to shine in football, it's also easy for them to be looked down upon. One of such players who I think the media isn't paying much attention to is no other than Rodrygo Silva de Goes, professionally known as Rodrygo. He's fast, super talented, and always good in front of the goal. He's such a huge wild card for the Real Madrid team that the entire world has their eyes on the young, talented 23-year-old just to see what makes him special. We'll get to know how he grew into the brilliant footballer he is right now and why I believe he's going to be the next Neymar, if not better, in his football career. Also, rumor has it he's leaving Real Madrid. How true is it? Well, we're about to find out. So stay until the end, because this is the untold truth about this Brazilian player nobody is talking about. Let's dive right in. For his early days, at the age of 10, Rodrygo was already in Santos' youth team, where he began to show his God-given football skills. But this is all thanks to his father, who noticed Rodrygo's skills early and began to nurture him. And it may be a surprise to you, but his father, Eric Batista de Goes, is no stranger to the game of being a professional right-back player for more than 10 different clubs from Brazil in the early 2000s to 2016. So when he started noticing his son display unique football talents at a very young age, well, he helped him train and pushed him to become the great footballer he is today. Rodrygo was actually born of teenage parents in Sao Paulo, with his father being only 16 years old at the time, before finally getting married to his mother, and during his time in the Santos youth team at age 10, he was first signed to the club's futsal team. And then that was where he continued to nurture his footballing skills and also where he learned how to dribble the ball out of tight spaces while maintaining the ball at his feet. Futsal is a football training ground for him, and many extraordinary and dynamic footballers like Messi, Pelé, Neymar, Robinho, and others that we know today. Futsal sure has a way of shaping young players to be outstanding, and Rodrygo has never failed to show us that he was actually trained there. While growing up, Rodrygo really admired and looked up to the former Brazilian international player Robinho. He's also been a fan of Real Madrid, wanting to play for them, and in 2019, he accomplished his dream and has been exceptional in contributing to the team's success ever since he joined. To mention a few, Rodrygo has helped the team score goals to help them reach the Champions League finals. Also, helping the team win trophies was also a dream come true for him. He also had to skip school to break records as he struggled to go to school and play football. His passion for the game couldn't limit him to the four walls of a classroom. That on the 1st of March 2018, his education had to suffer because he had an important match to play. This was the time that he was to make his debut at Copa Libertadores, and as at that time he was just 17 years old, it made him the youngest player ever to play for Santos in the competition. He missed school again 2 weeks later to feature for Santos in the same competition, and that was the time that he broke another record. This time he scored, and with this goal, he became the youngest ever Brazilian to score at the competition as of then. He was so happy that in his interview he said, "I don't think they're going to be mad that I missed class today, right?" I don't think so either. After he moved to Real Madrid in 2019, he didn't stop flexing his goal-scoring abilities and breaking records, just like Neymar. And in this time, he did it on a bigger stage, the Champions League. In 2019, he scored a hat-trick against Galatasaray and became the second youngest player to net a hattie in the history of the UEFA Champions League game. He also earned a record as the first player born in the 21st century to record a goal in that tournament. Now let's pause on the records the amazing player has broken to talk about how exceptional and similar the guy plays like Neymar, that even the national team for Copa America 2024 called him to replace Neymar, who was the current holder of the Copa America title. They called Rodrygo to replace Neymar not only because Neymar was injured, but because the young footballer has potential and skills similar to Neymar. And here's a comparison on how Rodrygo plays ball similarly to Neymar. Firstly, each of the players comes from Brazil and are great Brazilian forwards. They're also known for their exceptional speed, football playing skills, and dribbling activities whenever they play on the field. Neymar, a top-level footballer, is an established international player and left-footed, and this is also the same with Rodrygo, who is also left-footed but still a rising star in the international football games. Neymar and Rodrygo are both versatile players, and they can both play from various positions on the field. Neymar is a good goal scorer and doesn't waste any opportunity when he sees a goal, and Rodrygo has also been known to score goals whenever he sees the opportunity. Now lastly, both of them are quite confident and expressive on the field. These points and more were the main reason why the national team for Copa America decided to give the Copa America title to Rodrygo this year, replacing Neymar with him. And really, who wouldn't? Also, during the unforgettable UCL semifinals in 2022, he scored 2 goals when he came off the bench against Manchester City to take the game to extra time, and there and then he earned another record of becoming the first player in Champions League history to score 2 90-minute goals in a knockout game. This Brazilian player is a pretty sleek football genius. And then there's that rumor spreading around that Rodrygo might soon leave Real Madrid as the club welcomes Mbappe, and it turns out that the Real Madrid club has denied all allegations, claiming they're not ready to sell Rodrygo out. And if they were indeed to do so, it would only be to Manchester City. So we can only watch, wait, and see what happens. So, do you think that Rodrygo will leave Real Madrid anytime soon? And what do you think about him replacing the football prince Neymar and becoming a king? Be sure to let me know in the comments. And if you think Rodrygo is only a shining star, just wait until you see what the Wonder Kid Musiala is up to. Click that video now, but don't forget to like this one, subscribe to the channel to join the family, and I'll see you next time.